So we started this discussion saying that the system can become pretty complex pretty soon. What I meant with that is that when you have multiple MVRs, there are two ways of managing them. Well, there are two extremes. The non-enterprise system typically requires that you connect directly to each MVR and you push the new software release to each MVR, or that you configure your MVRs one by one. A good enterprise system takes care of doing that for you. So what happens here, I'm showing a couple of screenshots from our solution, from Command Enterprise. What we can do in our solution is that we tell the system that all MVRs must be at a specific software release. So the MVR, the enterprise system, takes care of bringing all the MVRs to that software release. So when I have a new, say I have 100 MVR installation and then I buy 10 more because I have new locations that I want to deploy. Once I put those MVR in the system and I connect them to the enterprise software, I don't need to do anything else to upgrade the software release on those MVRs. The enterprise software will do that for me, right? We also have a tool that quickly addresses maintenance for those MVRs. It's called Mark for Replacement. So we can basically tell the system that one MVR needs to be replaced with a spare one because, I don't know, the disks are failing, there is a high temperature that I cannot explain, so I need to replace the MVR. I need to do an RMA, or the MVR just fails without any work. So what I do is I tell the system that needs to replace MVR with station ID 252, let's say, I'm just making a number, with this new MVR. And the system automatically brings the new MVR to the specific software release with the specific configuration of the failed MVR, automatically. So anybody can go to a bank branch, remove the MVR that has failed, plug a new hardware in, and the enterprise software will blink the new MVR and will make it operational. When you perform these kind of operations, you also need to make sure that you are paying attention to the network infrastructure, to the bandwidth you're using. So what we can do with the system is that we can tell the system what the maximum bandwidth is outgoing from the enterprise management server to the MVRs, incoming at each MVR site, and we can tell the system how many simultaneous upgrades will be performed. On top of that, we can also create schedules to do the upgrades. Say you are a store or you are a bank, and your stores are open during the day to perform your business activities. So you don't want to risk to compromise the business by pushing updates during the day. So what we can do, we can tell the system to perform all the updates at night or during the weekends. We can also segregate the different territories and tell the system to do the upgrades in different ways in the different territories because they might have a different bandwidth available for them. So all of that is available with a good enterprise management system. So we deployed the system, set up the system, and upgraded the system according to some specific schedules. Now, if we have a good enterprise system, we also need to monitor the system to see what's happening in terms of health alerts. So what we do for health alert monitor is that we take care of monitor basically everything that is happening on the MVRs. It can be camera disconnection, it can be smart error disks, disk errors, it can be high temperatures, it can be a peripheral that is attached to the MVR that is failing. We report on that. And we give highest priority to the MVRs that are experiencing the highest issues. We also have the ability to configure thresholds for these issues to reduce the noise in the system. Say you have a poor bandwidth between the cameras and the MVR, so you don't want to be warned every time there is a few seconds camera disconnection because you can expect that at that site. So you can set up a threshold, and the threshold can be by number of occurrences. So how many disconnections in an hour, for example. It can be a duration. That disconnection has to last for at least 10 seconds. It can be a combination of both. So I can raise a warning only if I have more than 5 disconnections in an hour that last more than 10 seconds. So it's very flexible. So in summary, a good enterprise system is centralized. So you don't need to connect individually to all your sites, but you just log into your web page or into your client, and you can take care of your whole system. It's telling you, it's proactive. So you don't have to go and figure out what's happening. It's the enterprise server that is telling you what's happening, and it's giving you highlights on the more risky things, on the most important things. It does all the dirty work for you. So you don't want to spend a lot of time sending the updates, managing the health alerts. It's important that you spend your time using the system rather than managing the system. And very important, it does not interfere with your business activity. And that's the schedules, that's the bandwidth control, that's the ability to have the system running when it's important for your business. That was it.